The city of Fort Worth is spending millions of dollars to address two whistleblower lawsuits. The city council approved spending up to $2 million to fight one lawsuit filed by a former police chief and to pay $850,000 to settle a case from another former employee. NBC5's Keenan Willard shows us the concerns that some city leaders are sharing about the cost of these cases.
Both of these lawsuits have been going on for several years now, but this month the city elected to take new action to address both of them, spending millions of dollars in the process. Some City of Fort Worth leaders tell me that in the wake of these suits, change needs to come to the workplace culture here at Fort Worth City Hall.
In their meeting on April 9th, the Fort Worth City Council approved spending $1.95 million on a pair of whistleblower lawsuits. One action, $850,000 to settle a suit from former city crime lab scientist Teresa Crutcher. Crutcher claims she was fired after reporting multiple violations of state and federal law, including the crime lab failing to correctly process DNA evidence and sexual assault cases. The city's other decision, to pay an additional $1.1 million in legal fees to fight a wrongful termination lawsuit filed by former police chief Joel Fitzgerald.
I didn't support it. I think that we as a city have other things that we could be doing as it relates with our tax dollars than fighting a lawsuit that could be settled.
Fitzgerald's lawsuit claims in 2019 he reported to the FBI that the city wasn't properly restricting access to the FBI's online crime data system, and that he'd learned city officials were illegally destroying documents that should have been maintained under public records laws. The city later fired Fitzgerald for cause, but a review by the Texas Workforce Commission found Fitzgerald wasn't guilty of any workplace misconduct. City Councilman Chris Nettles says he believes the city should settle instead of fighting the lawsuit, on which they've now spent a total of $2 million in legal fees.
The worst case scenario is that we lose this case and there's more money that has to go into, more money go out of our tax dollars.
Fitzgerald's attorney declined to speak in detail about the case, saying they're preparing for trial in October. Some city leaders say they believe these whistleblower cases show a need for change.
And to see these lawsuits and to see them have merit, to show that we as a city have to spend more time in training those who are in charge.
Keenan Willard, NBC5.
And NBC5 reached out to the city of Fort Worth for a response to the claims in Fitzgerald's lawsuit and concerns about workplace culture in the wake of both whistleblower lawsuits. In a statement, the city says for every lawsuit, the city weighs the litigation cost and the possible losses at trial against the amount requested for settlement when making a decision about settlement. The city takes its stewardship of taxpayer resources very seriously and carefully considers all angles in deciding its litigation strategy. You can read the full statement online.